Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Um, since Dr. Gagliardi spoke about cloud computing opportunities, we looked at other applications or other areas where there could be a lot of synergy between Europe and India, and therefore what are the opportunities for further research into it. And accepting that cloud computing would help not only the scientific community that Dr. Gagliardi mentioned, it could also be useful for education, for example, for healthcare, for many other areas that are of interest to the other two groups, the other two working groups also that presented their findings earlier. So we came up with 5 areas, and what is clear is if we accept that cloud computing is important, then it's equally important to have connectivity, affordable connectivity and ubiquitous connectivity. In the remotest part of India, we need to have connectivity that is affordable, and when I say affordable, for broadband, because many of the applications that could better the lives of the citizens would need broadband, and broadband not as is currently defined, not 100 kilobits, much more than that we need. How do we get that broadband down to an affordable level and distribute it throughout the country? And this could be a very good research initiative between the European community and India. Let's not forget that it was Europe that gave us GSM. So we can look to Europe to work together with us to try and give us the next level. We can together develop the next level of communication technology. But while we do that, and if there is a profusion of radio waves all around, there have been doubts raised. People are starting to raise doubts about what happens to the health of people who are immersed amongst these radio waves. So perhaps there is also scope for research into how to cut down the amount of radiation and still give broadband connectivity to the remotest part of India. We all know India has a very ancient copper infrastructure, cable infrastructure, which is unreliable at best. And therefore we have no choice but to go into wireless technologies. And if we do have to do that, then how do we make sure that the health of people who are using it remains good and risk-free? Likewise, this next topic that logically follows would be low-cost broadband technologies, and not just technologies, but innovative services using low-cost broadband. Even sometimes using not necessarily broadband, but innovative services that again are low-cost and spread around the country. We all know the mobile phone is probably more ubiquitous today than even the STD PCO all over India. How do we utilize that to provide services, meaningful services, useful services to the citizens? In addition to that, also going back to Professor Prabhakar's presentation, can we together work on affordable access devices? I know some of you might have questions relating to some announcements that were made recently by the Indian government. But the point, I'm not here to talk about the merits or demerits of those announcements, but the point is that nobody can deny the utility of a very, very affordable access device. If you have a good access device that can be afforded by anybody in the country, then all these applications that you're going to have will really have meaning to the citizens. And so this could be a very excellent area of research and development for the European community and India to do together. The next topic, the fourth topic, would be the security of the data, the infrastructure that carries that data, because if we do all that and suddenly you find that 12 base stations have been put out of order in some area of the country, and all of a sudden communication comes to a standstill. Last week, I personally had an experience where I got a message from Google. I tried to access my Gmail account, and I was told that my account has been compromised, and so now I have to give them a password that I have to give them a mobile number that they would send a password to, and then I'd have to send it back before they activate that account. And lo and behold, I started getting mails from a lot of my friends who said that they got some spam mail from my account, so, which I've been using for about 5 years now, but suddenly got compromised. So how do we ensure that we provide security of information that is lying in all these networks that are going to be set up, whether those are wireless or the low-cost broadband networks that I talked about? So this could be, I think, an excellent area of research, joint research between the EU and India. And finally, since all this infrastructure would be available, how to utilize that also for e-health, which is a topic also of this conference, e-India conference, the technologies required for e-health care and the delivery mechanisms for those. And those, I think, would make for very rich topics for research and development. Thank you.